you too.
I'll miss this city when we go, somehow. Even the rats.
Rats go squeak.
Don't worry, my boy, there's plenty of rats in all day. They just squeak with the funny accent.
It's very shiny.
I notice you hardly ever comment on mages and Templars and such.
It's a lot of humans in skirts. I get them mixed up.
I highly doubt that. The subject comes up all the time.
Tell me about it.
And no opinion, one way or the other.
Opinions are like testicles. You kick them hard enough, doesn't matter how many you got.
That's something.
Champion, it seems you've become less a friend to the Templars in the years since your ascent. But surely you're the only mage in Kirkwall who can approach the Knight Commander directly if you wished. What would you have of me?
Will Athena take sides?
If it comes to war with the mages, whose side do you think the Grand Cleric will take?
She is bound by faith and duty to support the Templars. We have dominance over mages by divine right. But it is cruel how she leads them on, letting them think they might have a chance at rebellion.
Do you still support Meridith?
Everyone says the Knight Commander has gone crazy. Are you still behind her?
The people ask too much of her. She needs a spine of iron to survive her position. I have seen madness before. I saw Uldred's eyes when there was nothing human left in them. The Knight Commander. She is not there yet. But I do not have to ask where the rumors come from.
It was nice catching up.
I just want to see how an old friend is doing in this difficult time.
After what happened in Ferelden, I told myself I would never again question the purpose of the Order. But it grows harder each day to tell whether I'm serving the Templars or only the Knight Commander. It may be that they are no longer one and the same.
What do you want to talk about, Meridith?
Champion, welcome.
Nice to see you.
Always a pleasure. And may I say that outfit was a wise choice.
I do not wear this armor for the way it looks, Champion.
No, that's far too flattering to be an accident.
Compliments are unnecessary. This is no social call. There was an incident within the gallows. A number of phylacteries were destroyed, and several mages took the opportunity to escape. We've recovered most of the fugitives. However, I require your assistance in tracking down the last 3.
Tell me about this incident.
How did the phylacteries get destroyed?
An insurrection. Several of my own Templars orchestrated the escape, presumably out of sympathy for the mages. They turned their backs on their duty and endangered their charges, as well as the city. Thankfully, most who escaped fled to their families and offered no resistance. The last 3 are proving more difficult.
Can't your Templars do it?
Since you're turning to me, should I assume the Templars all suddenly disappeared?
The apostates are being sheltered by their families. Some have been reluctant to talk to Templars, but you are another matter. The people of Kirkwall trust you, Champion. They will be more honest for you than for us.
I'll try my best.
I'll see what I can do.
I am relieved. I was expecting resistance after that debacle at the market. Talk to these mages' families. Learn where they are hiding and find them before they do harm. You will see that imprisonment or death is sometimes the only kindness we can offer. Speak to my assistant Elsa. She can tell you whatever you need to know about the fugitives. I bid you good day, Champion.
Elsa, Tranquil.
Good day, Champion of Kirkwall. Knight Commander Meridith has informed me that you will be tracking down the apostates on behalf of the Templars. There are 3 of them. Huon, Emile, and Aveline.
Aren't you tranquil?
Why does Meridith have a tranquil assistant?
The Knight Commander believes tranquil mages to be efficient and single-minded. I, in particular, am extremely organized.
Is blood magic involved?
Are the apostates blood mages?
The Knight Commander suspects this, yes.
But she does not know for certain.
The Knight Commander tends to assume all apostates practice blood magic. She prefers to err on the side of caution.
Who is Aveline?
What do you know about Aveline?
Aveline was trained for 8 years in the Circle in Ferelden. She was last seen in her former residence among the refugee community in Darktown.
Ferelden?
How did she come to be in Kirkwall?
Aveline claims to have fled the Blight, not the Circle. She presented herself to the first enchanter on her arrival, and asked to take her place here.
And doesn't sound like a fugitive. Anything else?
Our files indicate she petitioned Meridith for financial support of numerous other pre-adolescent Blight survivors.
Last seen?
Did the Templars run her into Darktown?
Yes, they tracked her there, but she killed several pursuers. The Templars believe she is the most dangerous apostate.
Tell me about Huon.
I want to hear about Huon.
Huon is an elf. He was apprehended in the alienage 10 years ago. His wife, Nisa, works for a dressmaker in Lowtown.
What does Nisa know?
Have the Templars spoken to her?
Yes. Nisa insists she has not seen Huon since he joined the Circle.
He's from the alienage?
Could Huon be hiding among the other elves in the alienage?
The Templars' searches uncovered nothing. The Templars have also concluded that few other elves would risk hiding him. Huon was taken many years ago. Most of the alienage's inhabitants do not even know him.
Let's talk about Emile.
Tell me what you know about Emile.
The second apostate is Emile de Lancey, 5th son of the Comte de Lancey.
Out of Hightown. Some of our more vocal and delicate nobility. They are home in the evenings authoring complaints.
Have they been questioned?
What have they said to the Templars?
The Comte and Comtesse say they have not seen Emile since he was a child.
Tell me about the family.
What do you know about the de Lanceys?
Comte Guillaume de Lancey is a minor noble from Orlais. He and his wife came to the Free Marches over 3 decades ago. Emile was born in Kirkwall and sent to the Circle at age 6.
That's enough.
I have all the information I require for now.
Good luck on your search, champion of Kirkwall.
Do you feel like a citizen, Fenris?
Excuse me?
You've been in Kirkwall as long as I have. Does it feel like home?
I have no comparison, really. It feels like a free place.
Maybe that's enough.
We shall see.
R1
There's a
or
war
2?
coming.
Yeah, a couple.
Does it feel
And Orsino has a
fighting
couple.
by choice?
You were never ordered to kill?
I was a soldier, but I was willing.
I was willing as well, but not by choice. If that makes any sense.
Does anything in this mess?
Hey, Nisa.
Oh, greetings, Messer. My mistress is away seeing to a customer, but she will be back shortly. Is there anything I can do to help you?
Uh-huh. You could talk.
You could tell me about your husband, Huon. That would be helpful.
When the Templars came, I told them the truth. I hadn't seen Huon in 10 years. But after they left, he came to me. He wanted me to hide him. I used to dream of him returning, but not like this. He's changed, and I don't know him anymore. I sent him away.
Changed?
How has Huon changed?
He was obsessed with showing everyone true elven power. He frightened me.
Is Huon... I'm not saying that one yet. Are you alright?
Did he hurt you?
only broke my heart.
Oh, that's not good. 10 years is a long time.
So you hadn't seen him since he left you?
Huon didn't leave me. He was taken away. When the Templars found out he was a mage, they chained him and dragged him from the alienage, in front of everyone. Now I'm trapped in this sham. Married, but with no husband and no future.
Is Huon a blood mage?
Did you see him use any magic? Perhaps blood magic?
Would she know it to see it?
I don't know. I don't think he used magic on me.
You're better off without him.
Good riddance. You don't need to be tied down to some man.
If he had been himself, I would have taken him back gladly. But Huon said he would return to take me away from this forever.
A user, just looking for another handout.
I don't know what he means, and I am afraid of him, Miss Sarah.
It's probably nothing.
Don't worry. He probably means to carry you off into the moonlight on the back of a horse.
I think whatever he is planning is much more sinister. Huon said he would come to the alienage soon, at nightfall. Are you going to arrest him? I think he needs help. Maybe the Circle will be able to heal whatever troubles him. Huon.
Hush, love. Don't be afraid. Your blood will bring new life to our people. She was so beautiful.
Not again.
Someday I'd like to go 1 week without meeting an insane mage. Just 1 week.
I'm visionary. I've seen our destiny. I know what fate holds for the elves. The humans keep us down because they're afraid of the magic within us. Look at the magic Mesa held inside her. She was just afraid to use it.
It's always the same. Always.
Such as the focus change.
Everyone all right? I think I was out.
We got nothing here you'd want. Get back to Hightown and leave us alone.
I wasn't expecting this.
You're a little young for a blood mage. And I thought Evelina was a girl's name.
I'm not Evelina. I'm Walter. Evelina was our friend. She was our mother. Evelina found us when the Darkspawn came, when our parents died. She made sure we got to Kirkwall safely.
I miss her.
But when she went to join the Circle here, they called her apostate for leaving the tower in Ferelden. They locked her up.
Where are you from?
You came from Ferelden?
Yes, until we got here, I thought we were the only ones who survived.
Why did she go to the Circle?
Didn't she want to stay free with you?
She didn't want us to be stuck in Darktown. She wanted to give us a real life. She thought the Circle would help her, but they just locked her away.
What about your parents?
Don't you have any other family?
Everyone died in the Blight. Evelina kept picking us up, new children every day, everyone she could save.
Does anyone know about you?
Do the Templars know you're here?
I don't care. They only want Aveline.
That was silly of her.
What was she expecting? Welcome. Here's a bag of gold for your urchins.
Do you think we deserve to live like this? Aveline just wanted to give us the lives we would have had at home. But when she came back to us, the Templars followed her.
The Templars made Aveline angry. They made her change. It wasn't her fault. When it was over, she was ashamed. She ran into the tunnels and hid.
Shut up, Cricket. Don't tell them that.
She's in the sewers, child.
You can't go there. She'll know we told you and she'll be angry at us.
Angry? I didn't like when she got angry. We have to hide.
Cricket!
Jeez, Varric. Ow. Ow. I just took like 3 bolts that...
What are you doing here?
I thought if we warned her about you, she wouldn't be angry. But then she...
Walter...
She's coming! Run!
There you are. Don't run from me, Walter. You know those are the rules.
I don't like your rules.
Funny. In my house, we always felt running away from violent madwomen was a good thing.
These are my children. You and your kind abandoned them. You're Ferelden. Like us. That you feast on sweetmeats while your people starve in the Undercity. Spit on you, traitor.
And the Templars that sent you. Kirkwall should be mine. Then my children will have a whole city to play in. Get back!
Spooky. You guys don't have that. Oh, that's yeah, changing. I was about to say, too bad you don't have that big of a health pool. But then she turns into different demons. I mean, she still does have that big of a health pool. Well, she's still a chance. I'm shaking my head viciously.
I don't understand. Aveline loved us. She saved us. Why would she try to hurt us now?
People change.
She went insane. Looking after 10 children will do that to a person. Or it could have been the demon.
You didn't have to kill her. There must have been another way.
She won't be the last. Both sides will do anything. And stuck in the middle.
I just don't know what we'll do now.
Here's some coin. It's not like I have, like, a trove.
Take this, and use it wisely.
Thank you, Minister. I should go buy some food for the others. They've been hungry for a long time.
De Losant Mansion. Or Legions, and their names.
You look lovely tonight, my lady.
Oh, you are too kind. I am so honored to have the champion in my home. I will call for refreshments. Talia? Oh, she is so slow, this girl. Come, let us chat while we wait.
You're in fine spirits.
You're extremely cheery for a woman whose son is wanted by the Templars.
Emile? Oh yes, the Templars were asking about our poor boy recently. I haven't seen Emile since he was taken to the Circle. He was just 6. You can tell the Templars not to worry. I am sure Emile will turn himself in soon. He is a good boy.
Dulcie, what have you done? You should have told the boy to throw himself at the mercy of the Templars.
Guillaume! Darling!
Don't darling me, Dulcie. He's been telling people he's our son, that you gave him gold.
Guillaume! Darling! We have guests.
Do continue.
Don't stop on my account. This is fascinating.
I didn't mean to lie to you, champion. I barely saw Emile. I didn't think it was worth mentioning. I gave him some money. Not too much. He said he wanted to start a new life.
New life? His new life is spent in low-town taverns, getting drunk on cheap wine. It's a wonder the Templars haven't found him yet. Help us, please, champion. Emile is not a blood mage, just a foolish boy. Don't let the Templars kill him.
Blood mage? Oh, Guillaume, don't say that.
Please, save my son's life.
What about the Comtesse?
It looks like the Comtesse is in greater danger of expiring at the moment.
Yes, Dulcie. She's high-strung. An acquaintance spied Emile in the Hanged Man not long ago. He should still be there.
The Hanged Man? Oh, but that place is filthy.
Come, Dulcie. Perhaps you should lie down.
Oh, but the Hanged Man is so filthy.
It is filthy.
Or lesions.
They launched it.
Emile de Lancey?
Hey, how'd you know my name? Didn't Ella tell you? I gave her my Lancey signet ring in exchange for a kiss. And tonight, she's going to make me a man.
The Comte was right. How did the Templars miss him?
This man-child has evaded the Templars. Crime of the century.
A round of drinks on me. I'm Emile, as you know. And you are?
Sympathetic.
Feeling very sorry for you. I'm also helping the Templars hunt a mage named Emile de Lancey. And here you are.
Oh, buggery. I know what this is about. I'm not a blood mage, all right? I started that rumor because I thought it would make me sound dangerous and suave. I've only told people in the tavern, and only women. You don't understand. I've been in the circle since I was 6. 6! For 20 years I was locked up. I never had a real drink or cooked something for myself. Never stood in the rain or kissed a girl. I just wanted to live a little. If you are going to kill me, do it. I'd rather die drunk.
Is this real?
Did you really escape the circle so you could kiss a girl?
Well, not just that. I've read so much about the other things you can do with girls.
This is an act. The mage makes himself out to be harmless.
I just don't want to die a virgin.
I could just let you go.
The Comtesse gave you the money so you could get out of Kirkwall. Stop wasting it.
You let me go?
I can tell the Templars you're dead, but you have to leave now.
I think there's a ship leaving port tonight. I'll find my way onto it. Thank you. I'll find some way to repay you someday, I promise.
Wow.
You know you still owe me 5 sovereigns, Elf.
I'm good for it.
Meaning that you'll borrow it from Hawke, probably. Coming to the Hanged Man for wicked grace later?
Never miss it.
Meridith!
I'm led to believe that both Huon and Evelina are dead. Unfortunate, but necessary. It seems, however, that we have still heard nothing of Emile de Lancey.
He's dead. He's gone.
I let him go. He's no harm to anyone.
Mages can tell slippery lies. You are a fool to think that Emil is anything but a serpent in disguise.
It's no use. He won't listen to you.
Here I am is not the disguise of a mastermind.
No matter. I will track Delancey down. You have done what I asked you to do.
Goodbye.
At least this is over.
I bid you good day, champion.
That's cool. Fenris is like, hey, just...
I understand you're named after a famous knight.
Everyone always brings up the name.
I've not heard of Sir Aveline. Is she very famous?
Really? They don't tell of her glorious downfall into Winter?
Not to slaves.
Pardon me for saying so, but thank the Maker for that.
You do not like your name?
My name is a wish my father made, and I did want to be a knight, but...
I see. Still, it's a good name. A strong name.
What were you named after?
I don't know my real name. My master called me Fenris, his little wolf.
Could you not call yourself something different now?
Couldn't you?
A fine point.
You know, you play Diamondback better than my cousin Vidar. You wag your tail whenever you have a good hand, though. Might want to watch that.
You taught my dog to gamble?
Is it brilliant or horrible that you play Diamondback with my dog?
All I'm saying is he'd be up more than 2 sovereigns if he watched his tells. My Uncle Emmett has a whole pack of rat terriers who play every week. They're a cutthroat bunch. You've got a long way to go to be their quality. Now don't take it bad. You're still better than Anders. Coming to the Hanged Man later? You know, Quiet Boy, I wouldn't normally say this, but the shiny white armor, it works for you.
That's uncharacteristically kind of you, Varric.
Makes you look like a lacquered pilot whale.
Ah, no, that was much more in character.
Let me guess. That's your final answer?
3 mages have fled Ferelden, and you have intervened to protect them, as if it is your right to do so. What other answer did you expect, your majesty?
A maybe might have been nice.
I do not deal in maybes. I deal in cold, hard facts. As should you. Perhaps when Ferelden next chooses a king, it will be one that takes his duty to the Maker seriously.
Well, that was awkward.
Don't mind her.
That's just Meridith's idea of Kirkwall hospitality.
Really? Kirkwall brutality? You must rip the skin off your face, then.
This is the champion of Kirkwall.
Right, I'm Alistair. King of Ferelden. And this is Tegan, my uncle. Sort of.
I'm actually Tegan. I'm only sort of his uncle.
Your Majesty, may I say what an honor it is to meet you.
Well, you could, but you'd be the first today.
I fought at Ostagar. What happened there was a great tragedy.
Ah, yes. Yes, it was. Thankfully, the man responsible has paid for that. I was hoping we could talk. Would have been better timing before being emasculated by Meridith, but I'm not picky.
An audience with the king?
Things looking up. It's not often I get called on to meet with foreign leaders.
I know you came here from Lothering, a Ferelden refugee that did well for himself, against all odds. I have to admit, I was hoping your influence in Kirkwall might be of use. Things haven't been going well with Orlais. Without a Viscount here, however, there's only the Knight Commander to deal with.
Why was Meridith angry?
You were having an argument about mages.
Yes, well, apparently I don't feel the same way about mages as the Chantry does. So, we're in disagreement. That means they get nasty. They're like that.
Mages have it better there?
Sounds like the Circle is better off in Ferelden.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? Sadly, I don't control the Circle. I can only deal with mages outside the Circle, of which there aren't many.
So take over the Circle.
Aren't they in your kingdom? Why not just kick the Templars out?
Ha! Easier said than done. We'll see what comes of it. Ferelden had a blight to contend with, remember? We're not exactly at our strongest.
That Templar behind him was like, huh? What do you mean you kicked Templars, huh? What happened with Orlais?
Is there to be a war, then?
I hope not.
You're more optimistic than I am.
Empress Celine is doing her best. Orlais isn't the most stable place right now.
Why is that?
What's happening in Orlais?
Oh, the usual. Attempted assassinations, uprising, fancy parties with stinky cheeses. Apparently, some Orlesians think it will be grand to get the lost province back.
Well, we won't let them swoop down on us, will we?
That's right. Swooping is bad.
Swooping is very bad. There are many Fereldans here?
A lot of your people fled to Kirkwall, you know.
I know. I wish I could have helped them. Their blight devastated the kingdom, and afterwards, well, it hasn't exactly been peaceful. They're welcome back, of course, as are you. But after so many years away, would you still consider it home?
Not anymore, no.
Kirkwall is my home now.
I understand. Ferelden's loss.
I could be Viscount.
Hypothetically speaking, you could fix the no Viscount situation.
It's not a terrible idea, really. A lot of people would benefit from Hawke running this town. That's asking a lot.
It's tempting, but I'm sorry to say that my support won't mean much without the support of the Templars. I suppose it doesn't matter. I was hoping to have your help before Meridith got wind of my arrival, but that's done now. What you can do is protect Kirkwall. It will take someone like you to keep it from falling apart.
That's a big responsibility.
Just me standing between the city and disaster, huh?
I've been there. Trust me, it isn't pretty. Well, I suppose we should be getting back.
We should. The hero of Ferelden should be back in Denerim by now.
You're always so formal. He has a name, you know.
Oh yeah? Do tell. What is it, Alistair?
Do you have many dealings with the Knight Commander?
Please don't start with that. I'm not a Templar. I'm the captain of the guard. We arrest burglars. The Knight Commander never gives us a thought.
Grand Cleric Elthina is worried about her. She stopped taking the Chantry's advice.
Her job's not easy. Certain forces in the city are allied against her.
Clearly our Templars need strong leaders.
Until something changes, that's Meridith. And we must give her any support we are able.
I don't know about that, Chief.
Back to the barracks. I never tire of it.
Okay, we got to talk about Colin.
You have no Viscount. It's clear you're suffering without sufficient leadership.
That doesn't grant default authority to you or your commander.
It would be easier if you cooperated.
Wouldn't it?
God, Captain.
Trouble?
Yes. He's been hounding me. These Templars strut around as it is, but now it's just out of hand.
Maybe he wants an easier job.
He could be fishing for a less strenuous position here in the barracks.
Well, he won't be getting one from me.
That's not what Cullen has heard.
What are you talking about?
Unfounded accusations.
That you coddle your men. It's all lies, of course. But it's out there.
No wonder the lieutenant was harassing me. Bastards. If they think I'm coddling anyone, it'll be my husband, Donny. You and I will intercept his patrol tonight. Then you can see for yourself if I'm coddling him, or any in my command.
A stroll will be nice.
Well, I could do with a breath of fresh air.
Good. Because there's no way I would let this go. Cullen wants to know if these things are true. You'll be able to tell him. Donic's patrol, Hawke. Me and you, tonight. Accuse me of being soft. Not in this lifetime.
So, let's see what you require of your guards.
Which... I don't really want to side with Templars. That kind of sucks. But... we just need to see. I mean, a mage has price elements pretty hard after the go pretty hard.
Be restored.
You guys are so lucky you guys have a mage on your side. I don't have my armor. No, I have my armor. Wop. That was Wop. Oh, you hit him right out of my range. Okay. Come on. Come on. No, you want to drop him. Kill him.
Sirrah Hawke. Or is it always champion now? You're too much of a chameleon, my friend.
Not such an easy assignment.
I didn't expect to find you so... deep in bandits.
A good day, to be sure. I'll be sore tomorrow, but it was my choice. Tell me what's going on.
It's all right. Go ahead.
Every guard chooses the patrol they want. My wife promotes from the bold, not the reckless. Action is up, casualties are down. It is... remarkable. As are you, love.
Thank you. That will do.
Another time, Sirrah Hawke. Safe travels.
That should be sufficient. Take that to the Templar.
Indeed. Let's go talk to Cullen.
Champion, and you are with the captain. None too happy about the accusations against her, I'm sure.
You could say that.
Investigating was pointless.
I have successfully wasted my time, and there is no merit to the claims.
As I suspected.
Then why press this?
Some feel that the solution to the current crisis of leadership is to consolidate authority. As long as these complaints continue, baseless or not, they will serve as justification for eliminating the position of guard captain. It would be the simplest fix, whether or not I agree.
I will convince them to stop.
Just point me in the right direction and I'll get you some peace and quiet.
I have no answers for you other than to say that all of the complaints have come from Lowtown.
Guardsman Brennan is on that patrol. Why wouldn't she tell me of this?
I don't know, but I do apologize for the assumptions of this incident, Guard Captain. It has been unfortunate.
It's not done. To Lowtown, Hawke. I need to speak to Brennan. Guardsman! Why did a Templar have to tell me there is unrest in this district? What's going on?
Better make it good.
It's Captain Jevon. I didn't report his return because I'm ashamed for him. He's trying to rile the guards against you. But none of us will follow him. You lead better than he ever did.
The captain you replaced?
We've made so many enemies. I don't remember him as that impressive.
He deserves to be forgotten. He abused his position and blamed me when we caught him.
He was well liked by some, but not once the truth was known.
Time to find him.
Well, let's go have a chat with the man.
The guards will have nothing to do with him. So he found others. Militia. Mostly anti-Ferelden. The same kind who were against the Canary. I guess it's been long enough they've forgotten how many the champion killed.
A rally against the tyranny of the Guard and foreigners who infest Kirkwall.
I'm sorry, Captain.
Return to the barracks. The rally is in Darktown, Hawke. I need to be there.
The champion? Here?
It's the captain. Are we ready for this?
Too long, brave Kirkwall. You did not throw off all others only to fall under Ferelden influence. Leaderless, displaced, alien hands on the most basic authority. Foreign elite bleeding you.
Jevon! You disgrace yourself.
The Ferelden with the Orlesian name. Is there anyone else who so embodies how far this city has fallen?
Have at him, Aveline.
This one is all yours, Captain.
Do they know how you sacrificed your men? How you alone disgraced your name?
Bitch! You took everything from me!
You took it from yourself. The Guard know this, and none stand with you. He stands alone. This is no rebellion. It is delusion. A joke inflicted on Kirkwall, your home and mine.
I will not be left with nothing again.
No. You shall have less.
Aveline knows how to put the blame hard. She's really good. Aveline's awesome. Nice ball. Wow, that was very slow. Oh! He insta-killed me.
You fool. Why would you do this? If I live to 100, I will never understand his kind. To the barracks, Hawke. My guardsmen will be waiting. A Starkhaven called for its lost prince, Sebastian. Would you give up if the city has moved on?
Like Ferelden moved on after Caelan.
You've been reading.
It's a good tale. King Alistair is particularly inspiring. But I doubt that's how you see me. I don't intend to let anyone die restoring me to my place, Aveline. The risks are mine. And that will have to satisfy.
It was well said. I give you that. We'll see.
Hello again, champion.
Hello.
Jevon, son of a bitch. You build a good thing, work your hardest, and the past just claws at you.
Happens all the time.
Tell me about it. I can't go 20 minutes without getting jumped.
But when does it start to hurt those you care about? I've tried to lead well, but this... I wonder what I would do if my captain lost my respect.
Captain, we're waiting for orders.
Will you accept them?
May I speak freely? There isn't a man or woman here who wouldn't follow you through the void. Captain.
I'll take it. If you'll excuse me, Hawke. My guardsmen need me.
Yeah.
Got a minute, Hawke? I know this is ancient history, but remember that Hightown house Bartrand barricaded himself in? Bartrand doesn't exactly need the place now that he's in the sanitarium. I've been trying to sell it.
Buyers will be thrilled.
I can only imagine there's a huge market for the homes of deranged killers.
Well, the creepy sort of people who are interested are generally not the ones with the coin to take it off my hands. I found a minor noble in Ravane who bought the place sight unseen. But now there's a problem. They say the place is haunted.
The veil was torn.
Bartrand's atrocities must have weakened the barrier between this world and the Fade.
Maker, I hope not. I don't think I can fix the veil through applied use of force. They've noticed some minor problems. Voices whispering in the walls, apparitions, things moving on their own. My hope is it's a relic Bartrand brought back from the Deep Roads. We smash it, and the haunting stops.
And if we don't?
What happens if we do nothing?
Best case, they drag me before the Seneschal and accuse me of fraud. The worst case involves Antivan crows.
And if that doesn't fix it?
I'm not an expert on hauntings, but what if smashing something does not make the problem go away?
That's where things get tricky. You're a mage. You must know something about weird shit. I'm sure you'll be able to figure something out that will help.
Why do you need me?
Can't you do this yourself?
Hawke, I'm a businessman. Now and then, I shoot people. I don't know anything about ghosts or magic. It's entirely possible that even if I find the thing that's causing the trouble, I won't be able to stop it on my own.
Well, just point the way then. We'll take care of it.
Very well. We'll investigate the mansion. Again.
Thanks, Hawke. I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Okay. With this knowledge now, I think I might change my party.
See how you like drunk. I've always wondered, how do your divines choose their names?
They write all the best sacred names on slips of paper and stuff them in a mitre. Then, the newly elected divine picks a name out of the hat.
What if she picks a name she doesn't like? Does she have to keep it?
Of course she does. How do you think we got 4 divines named Hortensia?
Hey, is that music? Where is that coming from?
I don't hear anything.
But I did hear something. I heard a ringing.
Something in this house is restless.
I guess the buyer wasn't kidding.
It's not supposed to do that, is it?
Depends. In the
Where's
Fade,
that
it does
voice
that.
coming from?
What voice?
Okay, I didn't hear that one, Varric. I think you're going to look cuckoo.
I can barely hear it. I wish I could make out the words.
Okay.
I don't think I can do that.
Varric can't probably... What?
Hello? Mr. Ghost, would you stop that, please?
We're getting closer. I can feel it, Hawke.
I can't do that.
Look at this. My brother's junk was left here. You wouldn't know it, but Bartrand was a sentimentalist. This came from our estate in Orzammar. When I was 7, I knocked over one of Mother's plates and broke it. My brother yelled at me for an hour.
This was made by the artisans of House Saldras. The clay was from the Adros-Etuna River, which never sees the sun. Arr!
You're making this up.
There's no way you're talking about the same Bartrand that I met.
Maker's truth. There were tears in his eyes. I never thought that was possible before. That stupid plate was the whole city of Orzammar to him.
Seems pretty chill so far.
Powerful magic. Oh, many thousands of deaths must have happened here.
This isn't being caused by some random artifact. The idol is still in the house, Hawke. It has to be.
Or a piece of it.
Not going to happen.
Hey, at least they organize.
Whatever is
Okay,
here
no.
is angry.
That wasn't called for. Like, the organizing was pretty cool, but that face to face,
Oh dear.
not cool. Why did it save? Oh boy.
Are you real? You've got to get out of here before it comes back.
Where's the idol?
What idol?
Don't waste my time with your lies. Tell me where it is.
You in a hurry, Varric?
I didn't exactly want to stay for dinner, but I think we've got a few minutes to hear her out.
She's hiding something, Hawke. Don't lie to me. I know it's here. You must have found it.
I swear.
I don't know anything about an idol. Please. Maker, no! It's starting again!
What's starting?
Uh-oh.
A ghost golem? That move's pretty fun. I want to also heal. I have full lyrium still, which is kind of strange. He's so close.
This is a piece of the idol. No, I should have known Bartrand would lie to me. Of course he'd keep a piece of the statue for himself. Think of what we could do with this.
Like, go insane.
I don't know about you, Varric, but I don't want to end up like Bartrand.
I'm not my brother, Hawke. The idol drove him crazy, but this is just one tiny piece. I need this thing. 6 years of my life have gone into this. The shard is my only hope of curing Bartrand. It's my only chance to set any of this right.
Sure, you could do some research on that stuff, and it'll help in the future.
I can't believe I'm saying this. If it means that much to you, keep the shard of craziness.
I knew you'd understand, Hawke. Let's get out of here. I've seen enough of this damnable house to last 3 lifetimes.
Keeping it for plot relevance.
You were more naive than I thought.
What have I done to you now?
To me, nothing. Not yet. To yourself, you can't even begin to imagine the number of mages that have walked down the path you're now on.
My clan didn't believe in me. If you don't believe in me either, I won't mind.
You're doing that nervous, twitchy thing again, Hawke. Don't worry. I'll be careful with the shard. You of all people know I'm trustworthy.
I'm not worried.
Me? Nervous? Nah. Cursed insanity-causing shards of evil make me feel warm and fuzzy.
See? Nothing to worry about. What are you having? Edwina, let's get a couple of drinks here.
I might need it. Okay, Varric.
Hawke? This is awkward.
You're struck speechless?
You? At a loss for words? I should mark this down my calendar.
Enjoy this while it lasts. It might never happen again. Look, I just want to say, it has been an honor knowing you.
Something's wrong.
Are you about to die? Am I? Why so serious all of a sudden?
Don't panic, I just needed to get that off my chest. You know, it's 6 years today. 6 years since I found you dragging your tail out of Bartrand's office. Here's to whatever comes next.
Office?
Aveline, I need to ask you for a favor. I thought the Aveline home would be the last thing I needed, but the Alluvian still won't work. I think I have to go back to the spirit that helped me at the start of all this.
What's wrong with the mirror?
What do you mean it doesn't work?
Well, look at it. Do you think it's supposed to just sit there and show nothing at all? I can feel the power in it, but it's like it's asleep. I can't seem to wake it.
Why is this necessary?
Why do you think this demon will help?
He knows about the mirror. I don't know how much. He won't tell me everything, and it's dangerous to trust. He said he witnessed its forging. He told me how to cleanse it of its corruption. He must know how to make it work.
What a good idea.
Nothing bad ever comes from summoning demons.
That's why I need you to come with me. I've called to the spirit, but he doesn't seem to hear. He was sealed in an artifact on Sundermount. I have to look for him there. But if things go wrong, if he possesses me, I need you to strike me down.
Are you insane? Think about this.
You would risk becoming an abomination for this mirror. How is it worth that?
If it brings back this artifact of the Elven, if it gives us even one piece of our history, it's worth any risk. There's no one else I trust. Lethaline, please, come with me. I don't want anything bad to happen.
Talk to the Keeper first.
Go to Marithari. Maybe there's an alternative to summoning the demon.
The Keeper would never help me. Why do you think I had to find the demon in the first place? The whole clan has moved on by now anyway. You'll never find her.
She's right here. We can talk to her.
Welcome home, darling. This isn't a homecoming, Keeper. Why is the clan even here? You should have moved on ages ago.
The clan still has business here, Dalish. We will leave when it is time.
It was time 3 years ago. You can't stay here. Eventually, the humans will force you to leave.
There are plenty of hiding places in these mountains. We will stay until my business is done. If you are not returning to us, what has brought you back?
Can you save possessed elves?
If one of the Dalish becomes an abomination, what do you do?
If you are hoping the Dalish hold miracles, child, I'm afraid you will be disappointed. Even if the demon is driven out, the soul is left scarred. It can never recover, not truly. Like a wounded animal, it will fall prey to scavengers. The only cure is death.
Can you help us fix the mirror?
How can Merrill fix the Awiergan?
I wouldn't restore that cursed thing, even if I could. It has stolen life and promise from my clan already. And this was the least treacherous thing it was capable of doing. You must come to your senses, Merrill. This evil cannot be allowed in our world.
It is part of our world. It has been in our world for centuries. No one is pained more by Mahariel's loss than I, but the mirror wasn't responsible. But I'm wasting my time. You'd rather fear the past than reclaim it. This is pointless, Hawke. Let's go.
The hunters chased away another one last night.
I've been here multiple
Anybody
times.
else get the feeling that this is going to end badly? Just me, huh?
It's not all bad, Varric. Think of the stories you'd be able to tell later.
No offense, Daisy, but I could live without telling anyone we murdered you on some mountainside. It's a little hard to make that one sound good.
What should we be prepared for if something goes wrong?
I'm not entirely sure. I've never seen an abomination myself. The Keeper said they'd warp and change before your eyes.
So you want us to come and watch for something, but you don't know what?
It's just a precaution, Aveline. Nothing will go wrong.
Oh, that's reassuring.
Geez, Aveline, don't worry. Nothing can go wrong. If I just come close to them, they won't suck me in. Oh, come on. I'm right next to you. This is the hard part. That's hard. Yeah, this is it. We got this. Easy. Freeze. No, you're making it. So we're fine. Aveline's fine. She's sleeping.
Perhaps to wrap it with a pack of pretty flowers or soft bunnies next time. I'd do much better.
No wonder why it's tough. It's a secret.
Putting a demon in a cave on Sundermount was a good idea in the first place.
Where would you have put him?
To Winter, maybe? Or in the Anderfells? Further away from Kirkwall, that's for sure.
That's a lot of shades. We're just gonna fist them all. It didn't work. Stay away from me. I am weak. Okay, stay back. Southeast. I mean it. Stay back. Okay. Pride's end. Oh boy, Merrill. What's that? Demon weed? Only place where the veil is thin. Good to know. Okay, strange idol. That is a really strange idol.
Something is wrong. This is where the spirit was bound. But now it feels empty.
What was the demon here for?
Who bound this demon here and why?
There was a war long ago between my people and the Tevinter Imperium. After the Magisters sank Arlathan, my people made a last stand here, fighting on the graves of our elders. I don't know if it was the Elvenan or Tevinter who bound the spirit, but he was left here from the war.
Could it escape?
Maybe it freed itself.
It would have taken powerful magic to break him free of this prison. You couldn't just set him loose. Nobody could. Not without doing something terrible. This is very wrong.
I hope you have a plan B.
How are we going to finish the mirror now?
I don't know. I don't understand what's happened. How can he be gone?
Why happened?
Keeper, what have you done?
The demon's plan was always for you to complete the mirror. It would have been a doorway out of this prison and into our world. You would have been his first victim. I couldn't let that happen, Dalish.
You could have said something.
You didn't think to mention that the demon was gone before we hiked all the way up here.
It's not gone. I couldn't fight it in the Fade while it was trapped. And I couldn't banish it without making it stronger. So, I made myself its prison. Kill me, and it dies too. Merrill will finally be safe.
No! You can't ask that. I won't do this.
You always knew your blood magic had a price, Dalish. I have chosen to pay it for you. Dalish Sheriff.
Traitor, may the Dreadworld hunt you for the rest of your days.
I was trying to rebuild my life. Why did you have to come back and destroy it?
We're cursed, the whole clan. And you brought this upon us. Couldn't let...
What have you done? What have you done?
Dalish.
How many words have come out of your lips? All testament to your cleverness. Everyone has fed me.
Oh hey, thanks for the reef stock on health. I was about to heal everyone real quick, but you just made it. I didn't have to. Thank you. But I was hearing those ghost voices. It was pretty cool. Maybe cool is not the right term. Ooh, don't you feel dumb, Fry Demon. Oh wait, I forget that's not. I'm saying that. Here, I'll do my own AoE. Fry Demon looks sick. Oh, he's done. Boom. You're dead. You're so dead. You're so... Boom.
Darling. Keeper. You've beaten it, darling. You are so much stronger than I imagined. The demon is dead.
Keeper,
Let's leave this awful place. The clan should hear the good news.
You said you had to die.
You told us that the demon was bound to your life. It would only die with you.
Irabalas, Keeper. Keeper! What have you done? I don't want this. I never wanted this. Creators, please let this be a bad dream. I'll wake up and feel like an idiot and she'll scold me for not listening.
You weren't listening.
Exactly which part of don't talk to demons or awful things will happen did you fail to understand?
If there was a price to pay, I should have paid it. She had no right to interfere.
She loved you.
I don't think anybody wanted this. Not even the demon. Marithari did what she had to.
Why couldn't she have believed in me? I don't know what to do now. I should go to the clan. Someone needs to know, needs to come and take care of her.
We know the Keeper came here. What's going on? Where is she?
Fenneral. The Keeper, she...
Look at her, Fenneral. She's covered in blood.
What have you done, Merrill? Keeper? Can you hear me?
She's dead.
I should have guessed you'd turn on her. You monster.
I'll take responsibility.
This was a tragedy. I promise you, I'll make sure no one else is hurt by Merrill's blood magic.
You expect us to take the word of a Shemlin?
Stand down, Aneria. She was our first once. The Keeper loved her. More than she loved the clan, it seems.
Fenneral, I'm sorry. I never wanted this. If I could have saved her, if I could have died instead, I would have.
Words are cheap. That you're still breathing says enough.
Enough, Aneria. Human, take Merrill away from here.
Whoa. Now that's why I call fast travel. See?
Never forgive me. If you weren't here, Hawke, they'd kill me.
And so I said, it's a kingdom, and that makes him king. But it's also a country. I find interrogations are better as a two-way affair.
You have no sense in your head. None at all.
You're the real guardian of such things. Keep the bottle. Hawke?
Incorrigible. Utterly. Did you know I've been dead for 7 years? I got word last week. They only just sorted the casualties of Ostagar. The king has offered to reinstate the commission of any surviving officers who will return to Ferelden.
And?
And what?
You served a different king.
Does this appeal matter? I thought you were sworn to Cailan.
King Alistair has apparently become something of a sensation. A champion of hope. Regardless of who has the throne, I served Ferelden. The country survives, even if Cailan didn't.
What will you do?
You brought it up. What's your decision?
It's been a strange time here in Kirkwall. Did Carver ever tell you about that last night at Ostagar? How it happened? I don't mean the betrayal. Everyone knows the signal went up and the flanking charge never came. But that moment when the tower lit and then... the fight just kept going. It was the oddest feeling. Hope answered with... nothing. I don't like the thought of going out with a whimper, Hawke. Not again.
That was so obvious.
Shock of shocks. You're staying.
You'd walk all over a new captain. I could never subject these men to that. Thank you for everything. I have so much because of you. I'm here for you, Hawke. And for myself.
I seem to recall you saying something a while ago.
Shut up.
I can control it. Wasn't that what you said?
So help me.
Really tough. Oh boy.
The seals are gone. Foolish wards held by pretenders. Aspects. The true source is missing. The power unheld. But I command a peace.
Here we go again.
Summoned a horror. Of course I did. Why wouldn't I do that?
Horrors are pieces, slivers of greater crimes. I am pride with reason. I enslave the whims and weirds, the dreams from the other side of the veil. Face me. Face everything.
I just had that goofy laugh on him.
He's done!
Oh, well, that wasn't for that long. I was like, yo, we got him! And he's like, yeah, it was a little quick nap. Hey, I'm just gonna use a heal. He gave me enough time to use that heal. Oh, well, that's going to do nothing to the range needed for me.
He's dead! Hybris is dead!
I can't keep this up!
Where did the fight wasn't over. Oh, okay. There. Now it's over. Okay, yeah, that fight's amazing.
So, I've known you for 3 years now. I give up. You beat me. What is it? You like boys, sheep, you slept with your sister?
What are you talking about?
What are you hiding? Nobody's this bloody clean. After you leave the chantry, you get drunk at the hangman and walk around in women's clothes.
I've been honest with you and Hawke.
Liar.
Lying is a sin.
Oh. Probably should about these guys.
Thank you for coming, champion. Few will associate with me now that I am the focus of Meridith's ire, which leaves me in a difficult position. She is not entirely wrong. I know some of my people are using dangerous means to oppose her, but I cannot seek the Templars' aid without making every mage a target.
Dangerous means?
What are they doing?
All I know is numerous mages have left the circle at night, sometimes for days at a time. I'd rather not follow our Knight Commander by leaping to the worst possible conclusion. But the idea of blood magic has crossed my mind.
Meridith is a bit overzealous.
She does like to add 1 and 1 and get 11, doesn't she?
Sometimes 111. I've heard rumors, whispers of a meeting tonight in Hightown. I would go myself, but should I leave the tower without permission, Meridith would call it proof of my involvement.
What if she catches me?
So I shouldn't slit my wrists and dance naked under the moonlight just to fit in?
I would not recommend it. Just learn the nature of this meeting. You needn't interrupt unless you find proof of something sinister. I pray not. Or Meridith will have what she needs to justify the right of annulment.
You know, when I return to Starkhaven, you're welcome to come with me.
And do what, exactly?
You're a fine warrior. If you could train men to fight like you do, we'd be unstoppable.
I'm no leader, and I doubt humans would want me training them.
Then why not train elves? I bet there's plenty who would admire all you've accomplished.
I haven't accomplished anything.
No? You are your own man, living as you see fit. You give yourself too little credit.
You are being kind.
Not at all. Think about it.